Hey everyone, Chad Hasty here, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time here on News Talk 790 KFYO. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. That's Chad Hasty Radio on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to our KFYO YouTube page right below. It was a big night for Donald Trump and also for Hillary Clinton. It means for Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side, that the race is just that much further out of his control. I don't see how Bernie Sanders can win the Democratic nomination now unless Hillary Clinton is not only indicted but also thrown in jail. Remember, this race would be a lot closer between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton if it weren't for the superdelegates. Also, Bernie Sanders has lost a lot of steam. He's lost a lot of momentum out there. A lack of wins will sometimes do that, and for Bernie, he hasn't had a big win lately. He needs more big wins. He needs really huge wins in order to try and even catch up to Hillary Clinton, but I don't see how that happens going forward. On the Republican side, yeah, it's not a done deal yet between Ted Cruz, John Kasich, and Donald Trump. Donald Trump getting that much closer to the nomination, but remember this, just like Bernie Sanders has to have big wins, so does Donald Trump. Most of the states that are up for grabs going forward are proportional delegates. That means Ted Cruz will win some. John Kasich might win, I don't know, 2 or 3 delegates here and there. And Donald Trump will win the majority of delegates. But he has to win a huge amount of delegates. Now, it is possible that Donald Trump can win this nomination without a contested convention. It's impossible for Cruz or Kasich to win the nomination without a contested convention, but it's not over yet. What happens this next week, Indiana, as Matt Makoviak, GOP political strategist, said on my show on Monday, Indiana is a must-win state for Ted Cruz. He has to do exceptionally well in Indiana. If he doesn't, well, yeah, this race could be all said and done by the time California rolls around. Not only California, but you've got other states that vote on June 7th, but California, obviously, the big prize, and there's no way in hell that California is going to go for Ted Cruz or John Kasich. Trump is going to win California, but he may not win all of the delegates. So Indiana becomes, who would have thought, right? A year ago, who would have thought that Indiana would have been the big state for the Republicans in this race? A lot could still happen, but for Ted Cruz, for John Kasich, one of them has got to catch a little bit of fire. You know, just a little bit earlier, I was talking about Bernie Sanders losing momentum. Well, Ted Cruz has lost momentum. John Kasich never had momentum. Donald Trump is, well, he's got the momentum right now, and he'll continue to have the momentum until he is defeated and until he loses another race. We'll see what happens. It should be very interesting going forward. Ted Cruz, you're on the clock. You've got a few days left to turn this race around in your favor and in order to stop Donald Trump. If Ted Cruz can't do it in Indiana and Donald Trump dominates in Indiana, well, friends, it's over. Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee. But Indiana is the key. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. You can listen online at KFYO.com. And, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Don't forget, subscribe to the KFYO YouTube page right below. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.